Hi there, this is Lady Shell. I'd like to welcome you to my new series, which I'm calling Fantasy Grounds Tips for Beginners. I've compiled 25 tips, each with its own description in the title, so that you can look at this playlist and pick and choose which ones interest you the most, or just start at 1 go through 25. They're all between 3 and 10 minutes in length, so if you don't have a lot of time but you want to learn a little bit about Fantasy Grounds, these tips should be helpful. Note that if you're a longtime user of Fantasy Grounds, you may not find this as interesting, because I'm aiming my tips to brand new users to give them a look at what Fantasy Grounds can do for their gaming. So sit back, relax, and hopefully you'll learn something new. Now today we are going to be talking about how to target something while you're in a game. Now I'm showing you the player screen here, and I am playing Alyssa, and I am going to show you how I target. First, I will show you how I'm going to target other players in the game, and then I will show you how to target in a separate way, because there's two different ways that you can target. Well, actually, there's 3 different ways that you can target. The first way that you could target is to use the left control button and your mouse click. So if I wanted to cast a bless on my party members, I'm going to open up my bless spell here. But first I want to target the 3 other people in the party. So I will left click and hold the left control key down and click on each of the players in the party. And you can see that they are targeted in the combat tracker right here. It says Carter, Barbie, and Draco are all targeted. Now I'm going to cast the bless spell. First I'm going to put the concentration on myself. That's what the C stands for. And that means that as long as I have this spell in effect, I cannot cast another concentration spell, or the spell will be null and void. And also, if I'm attacked and I lose my concentration, then the spell will be null and void. So because I've targeted the 3 people in the party, all I have to do is click the next button, which will cast the bless spell on the 3 people that are targeted. So I click that. You see everybody got an attack, a 1d4 to attacks and 1d4 to saves. And so they are blessed. I am not blessed, but now I want to show you another way to target. So I'm going to untarget them by doing the reverse of I'm left mouse clicking and left control clicking at the same time, and you see that their names came off of the combat tracker. Now the other way that you can do a target is to just grab the spell. Wait a minute. Now I want to cast an offensive spell. I want to cast a Sacred Flame on the wolf. So I'm going to cast the spell, but I need to target him. Wait a minute. Disregard that. I need to target him, so I'm going to do the same thing as I did with my players. Left click and left control. Also, you can see when I do this, it tells me the distance between myself and the target, which is helpful when you have a spell that only works a certain distance. The Sacred Flame is good up to 60 feet. So if I cast now that I have the wolf targeted, it should attack the wolf. And it did do, and the wolf did a dexterity save, because that's the way that this spell works. That's what this dex 14 means. He failed. Now, generally you think fail is bad, but in this case it's good, because that means he did not meet his save, which means he's going to take damage. Now, for me to roll the damage, I am going to take the blood drop here, and I'm going to drag my dice right on top of the wolf, and that will put the damage on him. There is another way to target something, that is by targeting in the combat tracker. Now I just removed the targeting to the wolf, but let's say I wanted to target the wolf in the combat tracker. So to target in the combat tracker, I would take my spell of Sacred Flame, and instead of targeting him here, I'm going to cast this on him in the combat tracker. See, I dragged the spell onto his, thing in the combat tracker. And that rolled, and he again failed his save, so I'm going to take the damage. And again, I'm not going to drag it in the screen, I'm going to drag it in the combat tracker. And he took another 5 damage. So you have to be careful though when you're using the combat tracker to target, because it's easy to maybe hit Barbie on accident because her character is right above his. But that is 2 different ways that you can target and do damages either on the character or in the combat tracker. So I hope that you found this tip useful, and I hope that you will continue to watch the other tips in my series. If you have any comments, leave them below in the comment section. And I thank you for watching. Bye-bye.